Mappa. In the latest Attack on Titan episode, a bunch of things happen that the internet is memeing on. I'll be talking about Floch, Annie, Levi, and various other things in this video. And make sure to subscribe if you're new and drop a comment on the video. But in episode 26, Floch gets RKO'd by Grandma Azumabito. I still don't know what the Azumabito is, but it's probably not important. In Season 3, we see Floch carrying Erwin, who is a tall and pretty decently built dude that I guess weighed 200 pounds. Now that this has come out, people are definitely joking about it. My first thought was that the flipping thing people do is a technique, so it's probably fine. After she dunked his ass, he was on the ground like a little baby boy, screaming and crying that she flipped him over. Now, Floch in my brain is a conflicting character for Season 4. In the manga, I thought he was an extremely loyal jaegerist who was also, for lack of a better word, a bit of a pussy. Talking all this smack and backing it up pretty well, but when it was returned to him, he'd break down. You know, the typical tough guy trope. But Mappa with this anime fix, although small, says leaps for how they look at the show. And people are pretty happy. The closer we're getting to the end of the story, the more people are seeing how Isayama's writing dwindled. Objectively, it did get worse, and he admits it. So Mappa basically just took away Floch's crybaby expression and freaking out and yelling, and it's great. It seems like Mappa's taking very good care of Floch to give him a cohesive and consistent personality, because everyone can agree that Mappa Floch is very hardened and maybe even a little too severe. At this point, he's not just doing all this because he's scared, although obviously there will be a few elements of that. So Mappa, good job at protecting our boy. This also popped up for episode 26. Again, no hate to Mappa, this is just a stupid little thing in a sea of a ton of beauty, but it is pretty funny. I also read some things about Annie. Of course we saw her wreak havoc on the Paradise soldiers at the port or whatever, but people are having questions about her and Levi's writing. Go figure. First off, Levi gets blown up, which I already disagree with. Levi just wouldn't have put himself so close to a thunder spear ever. There's a reason he's lived so long while continually fighting, and it's because he's extremely good at not dying. I don't think I've ever seen Levi do something dumber, and to be honest, it just seems like a forced plot diversion. I can make a theoretical or critical video on this scene alone, so I'ma just move on, but people are confused at why Levi isn't killing Annie. She did horrific things to the old Levi squad, and we're wondering why he's just becoming friends with her and leaving her alone. Hurt or not, Levi could 100% take out Annie or anybody else. To be fair, maybe he's had some character growth like all the others, but even then it seems like he's just being forced to cooperate with anything Hanji says, which is understandable, but I just don't like making excuses for why characters are written to act a certain way. But anyways, character development segues me into the next thing I'm going to talk about. And it's Annie. She's just been written the same, I guess, and with being stuck underground for 4 years, you'd either come out an entirely different person or come out with a vengeance. I'm not sure what Annie came out as, but definitely not a different person. I've seen a bunch of posts about how she's just had no development, but I don't know if you can blame her. Again, what sucks about delving deeper and deeper into Season 4 is that the theoreticals on should she be this way or that way just kind of turn into everyone agreeing on bad writing. And I don't want that. I don't want to have to disregard questions and theories I have simply because the characters are written poorer than before. I'm sure the opinion of poor writing is mostly subjective, but it's a very common subjective opinion. I didn't make this video to talk about bad writing though. At the end of the day, Annie's who Annie is, and I don't really care about her having character growth. People have also been talking about Connie murdering the two dudes, which are very OG characters who many people probably forgot about. Honestly, I don't know. It did seem like a situation where no one had to die. A lot of people with the 4th season agree on kill or be killed, but since I played the pacifist route on Undertale, I know that's not true. In all seriousness, this was just a sad scene. It seemed a little unnecessary in my opinion, but I guess Connie's changed. And unfortunately for Armin, he had his mouth blown out, so he couldn't ask to talk. So moral of the story is that Mappa's based, all the characters are acting weird, and I need therapy. See you guys in the next video.